Good morning, afternoon, or evening if you happen to be across the pond. Everybody, welcome to the DWR Summer League tournament race between dk9146 and FearonBurgundy. I am your host, Oog37. With me today is Bob Pineapple MD. Bob, how is your Saturday thus far?
Oh, it's been fantastic so far, Oog, and it's about to get even better.
I can completely concur. We got a really good race going. Now, I already know one of our contestants thinks they don't have a chance, but I believe that they do. And if you look at everybody's records here, this is a race of the unbeatens.
Indeed it is. DK being 2-0, and this is FearonBurgundy's very first race. So, indeed, neither runner has been defeated.
Absolutely. So, Bob, are you also a runner in this tournament?
I am. I've done one race so far. I was supposed to have one yesterday, but we had to do a reschedule, but gotten mine started.
Well, there you go. So, being a member of the racers in this tournament, why don't you tell everybody who may be new to the chat what this Summer League is all about?
Well, absolutely. So Summer League is kind of our biggest event here at Dragon Warrior Randomizer. I believe we have 59 entrants this summer. And what we're seeing right now is the group stage play, which is going to be going on all through the month of August, where we've split up into 8 different racing groups that have 7 or 8 members in them. And the idea is that each group will play every other member of the group one time. And then the top 3 from those groups will move on to the tournament bracket stages. And we will keep going from there until we crown a champion.
And absolutely. And we get this party started. We have Loto, and we have, I believe that is Blinky from Pac-Man as our sprites today. And let's see what we have in the throne room. Gold, the Stones of Sunlight, immediately. A wonderful thing to have.
Yeah, wow, right out of the gate, we have one of our 3 key items.
And, oh my goodness, there was a magic key at the top. What a surprise.
Unfortunately, no spells like return, so they can hold on to that key. DK is going to head outside immediately, as will FearonBurgundy, to see if there's anything in the vicinity. And there is a reachable cave, it looks like, immediately to the south.
It looks like we already have Tier 0 and Tier 1 enemies, because I saw, was that not a droll?
That was indeed. So interesting starting stats. We have 6 strength, so we're not going to be able to swing it a whole lot just yet. 10 agility, 26 HP, but 29 MP.
29 MP, it's with no spells, and Slime's with hurt more. Burgundy takes down the Drakey, while DK gets sent home because Slimes have hurt more. And we have Baby Breath from our friends the Magidrakey, and our first town is Hawksness, as we see on DK's side.
Of course it's Hawksness.
Ooh, the stats are even worse than we thought.
Oh, indeed, that starting 4 strength means that pretty much Slimes are going to be the only thing on the table here.
And Farad is going to find out that that is Hawksness in the slot. Most likely going to try and either get away and find something else, or eventually, stop spells. But as long as it hits, it doesn't matter.
DK, running from most fights, even from Slimes, he's branching out, I think, looking for a town that he can potentially spend that starting gold in, and if he can maybe pull off a hero walk, but he just wasn't able to find anything, so heading down to our cave now.
I was going to say, nobody's been able to find anything in this first little get-go. Braun was able to take down a Drakey with luck. And, what do we got? It looks like we have Mountain, because that looks like the corner.
Yeah, that is indeed Mountain. We're going to get to the first chest. More gold.
And a Wizard.
Wizards with Stop Spell.
So Chris Jericho lives in the Mountain Cave here. He lives in the Mountain Cave. Because he's a wizard. And Magiwyvern's here, too.
And unfortunately, Fearon unable to get the lucky walk to the first chest. DK has been sent home already, and Fearon right behind.
At least they both understand what cave they're dealing with, and they know there's lots of goodies in there on the second floor.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Hawksness so nearby and already having the Stones of Sunlight, there's certainly a solid chance that a lot of key items are within the doorstep of Tentacle here.
Yeah, I almost want to throw out, where are we going to find Erdrick's sword, and is it going to be on the judges' table a lot earlier than the level 13 I usually throw it out at?
Yeah, absolutely. DK going right back to Mountain to see if he can't manage to maybe hero walk himself down to the second floor here.
Now, this is a part of the game where I personally, as a novice randomizer player, am in awe with these people maneuvering these caves in the dark. Especially someone who can maneuver Tablet Cave. That impresses me to the nth degree.
Oh yeah, and of course DK and FearonBurgundy, no stranger to this randomizer, old pros, so they absolutely know what they're doing when it comes to dark caves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Burgundy's in this tournament because there's no stair shuffle until the playoffs at the very least.
I too, not a fan of that flag, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, absolutely. And while we're struggling to find anything to do at the start, could we please get a shout out to our runners, DK and Fearon, and get their links on screen? If you haven't followed these gentlemen yet, it takes no more than a second to click on the link and click that purple button that says follow. As well, for my fellow commentator Bob Pineapple, our restreamer Archfield Monk, and our tracker Aaron to YouTube, don't be afraid to go hit those buttons if you already have them.
So an interesting thing to note here is that we do have two different stat builds here. DK has gone with the very popular Strength HP, but Fearon has gone Strength Agility, which is why you're seeing that minor difference right now in the agility and defensive stats. So it's going to be interesting to see as the levels increase how that kind of differentiates our runners throughout.
Oh, absolutely. And from Simple Sarah and Paradox, like Hurt More Scorps 2, Hurt More for everyone. There was a sale on Hurt More for the enemies, and it looks like they took advantage of it.
DK has found Garanham and is loading up on torches, and that is going to help him get to level 2 here rather rapidly.
As long as DK runs into enemies that are, you can get down with a torch or two. Like, for example, I don't think this Wyvern is going to help that much.
Nope, but I spy Sharlock in the upper right corner of DK's screen, and he surely has as well, so that is one more location we've got checked off here.
And like a good neighbor, Sharlock is there.
I don't know about a good neighbor, but
I think that's the funny part, but then again, when I try to be funny, it doesn't work, so.
Oh, gets a low roll on that torch to the Magic Drake. He does DK, but hopefully going to get it here on the second attempt. Yes, this is going to rocket him up to level 2, and we're finally going to see what that stat is. We have 2, 4, 1, 8. So
sorry, I heard the jingle of a level going up, but I don't see a level anywhere.
No kidding. And that 8 MP, so adding to that MP total with, oh dear, Jackies have hurt more.
Yep. Yes, they do. 37 MP and not a spell in sight, says Paradox, and that's exactly what I believe Bob was going to get to until the Draki hurt more the living dickens out of DK.
Yep, absolutely. Chat pointing out, rightly so, 6 strength does get over the defense on Drakis, so even if DK did not have the torches, could swing at them. Of course, now that we know Drakis have hurt more, probably not ideal.
And Fearon gets to level 2, and here you go. Here's where the builds. Look at the offense, AP and DP on these builds based on their starting choices. 10 AP at level 2 with the strength for DK, and only 6 for Fearon.
Oh dear.
Which is weird because strength, they both chose strength.
Scorpions have hurt more. And Magidrakies have baby breath. This is a little hostile.
This is one of those seeds where we're what 8 minutes in, and I would already be like, okay, I'm just re-rolling if I'm not playing a race. And the Drankies are very, very active in wanting to stop you today. They want hugs all of the time. All we're seeing are basically Drankies right now.
DK is going to manage to grab level 3 right here. We're going to see that. That's going to be 4, 8, 0, and 1. Still no spells.
No spells by level 3, and this is not getting any easier for either of them because the strength is not jumping high enough. Super Boss in chat saying, we call this seed a dumpster fire, but the toughness of these two runners is on full display. And I think I can agree with that statement 100%. How about you, Bob?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, DK and Fearon have run so many seeds that this has just got to be like a normal Tuesday for them.
Fearon using that 2 and nothing to heal him to just power walk as far as he can and see if he runs into something. And right now, all looking dead end or swamp.
Yeah, a lot of windy paths that seem to not be going much of anywhere.
I was gonna say, at least in the normal map, every place had a something. And Fearon gets set home before he can find anything. While seeing nothing is still seeing something, as Z-Man just said, Fearon missed Garanham by a screen, so he'd still have to go back and check the rest that he missed. The juicy learning about the stop spell, I agree. It could be, it probably will be very, very important later.
Meanwhile, DK trying to settle in to grind to level 4. Only real option right now being those Drakies, who of course have hurt more behind a stop spell. And even though DK has a club right now and is at level 3, still no guarantee of taking one of those down in 2 swings. But he does finally get there. We have 1, 1, 2, 1. Hurt, sleep, and hurt more. We are off to the races.
Yay! We can now go faster. As long as we have... Oh yeah, we have all the magic power we need for about 4 of them. 5 of them. Oh, wait a minute. We almost have 8 of them, don't we?
At 39 MP for DK, yeah, we can cast that 7 times currently. Almost 8.
The Magic Wyverns down here, this becomes a beautiful little early grind.
Oh yeah, the levels are about to come fast and furious here for DK for the next little bit. We're up to level 5, where we have 0055. Not much there, but another casting of Hurtmore.
Another casting of Hurtmore is very, very nice in this situation. And Burgundy's still trying to get to level 4. But for a gentleman who thought he had no chance against DK, he's holding himself very well.
Indeed he is. This Magic Wyvern is going to give DK level 6. So yeah, we're just very quickly going to see these levels move up and up. We have here at 6 for DK, 7, 0, 0, 2, and the spell of Stop Spell.
Stop Spell would be nice for the ones who don't have the breath. All of your Hurtmore enemies are now 1 spell away from being neutralized.
Yep, even those knights. Unfortunately, DK gets ambushed, so it gets sent back, but it's probably going right back.
I would do the same. And he's a lot smarter player than I am, so, I mean, if he's doing it, it's something I would do too.
The game seems to have exacted a sort of penance for giving Hurtmore as early as it has, because the statistics here at level 6 are abysmal. The levels have not been great.
wouldn't be a randomizer if it gave you everything.
Oh, DK gonna check the Hawksness Spike Tile to see if it's something he can take down in a single hurt more.
Come on, Golem.
And blue dragons have hurt. That could be very useful information. And they like to cast it a lot.
Blue dragons loving to cast hurt is almost as good as them loving to cast stop spell with 180!
Oh, that's huge. We're going to level 7 already. We have 2, 6, 12, 2, and return. That level's looking a little bit more healthy, but not that much.
Return is a deceptively effective spell because it's not the flashiest thing in the world, but sometimes it's the perfect remedy for whatever you're going through.
Blue dragons look to have hurt at 75%. We've seen them do nothing but chant hurt so far, and they are the spike tile, so this could be a viable grind right now. They do have heal on the back end, but not too bad when you've got hurt more.
And another 180!
And that will be level 8. 1, 3, 11, 1. Radiant, Repel, no heal spell yet.
Okay, so we're at level 8. We have no heal more. How trolly do you feel this seed's going to be, chat? When do you think the heal is going to come? When do you think the heal more is going to come? And do you think they're going to troll you with the heal more before the heal? Or wait till 15 for the heal and then 16 for the heal more?
Alright, DK going back to Mountain Cave to try and continue to walk that. And honestly, after that, if I'm DK, I may just head right back to Hawksness and start grinding on those blue dragons, since they've done nothing but cast hurt at me.
And with every level, you're close enough to a refill that you could probably go till level 16 having every single spell and only waste about 10 minutes of your time.
It's true. Meanwhile, FearonBurgundy has managed to get his hurt more, so he is off to the races here. We're going to start seeing the chests down here in Mountain Cave. Nothing exciting so far, except that DK has found a key.
That key is big. I love finding the key outside of having to buy one. Finding the keys in this, when they're just in a chest, is akin to like finding the big shield in Zelda 1 Randomizer without having to pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh! DK runs into a golem that back attacks him, hits him for 52, and sends him home.
Under down 75. Absolutely heal hurt blue dragons is a possible grind spot. It's almost an ideal grind spot because they are susceptible to the hurt more than I've found them usually.
DK headed immediately to the back of Tentacle. He's going to buy more keys here.
Yeah, I would do that as well. So yeah, I mean, and 180 is a great grinder. I mean, the only thing better is your golems, but we don't have a fairy flute yet, and your red dragons. MTI getting all of the zeros he wants in a level. Love it.
Swap south at the back of Tentacle. Interesting.
The princess is locked in her bedroom, is she?
And DK is going to check the spike tile.
Here's the weird part. When you have Swamp Cave in the bottom of Tanajo, you almost have to think that the king hired a red dragon to keep people away from his daughter.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a helicopter parent. So DK taking the death there. He has the information. So we've got the blue dragon on the Hawksness spike and a red dragon on the spike right underneath Tentacle. So gonna have their pick of grind spots. We have the fairy flute, DK's favorite item in the entire game.
We have a key fund as well. You have a key in that, so you can go in anytime you want and replace your keys. Key fund is available here. It looks like we found an herb grind.
Yep, we've got an herb grind for sure.
Or is it? Because, oh, that's a torch grind.
Oh, torch grind.
So there was herbs up top, torch on the bottom. What, I didn't catch what cave. Is Burgundy still in Mountain, or did he? Yep, he's still in Mountain. He went back to Mountain. And it looks like the addition of Hurtmore is speeding up this race, but kind of because DK got it first, he has accelerated more quickly. But Fearon is catching up at the same pace that DK was running when he first got the Hurtmore. So it's like getting the Hurtmore didn't really draw an advantage anywhere.
DK finds out interesting information. Golems have stopped spell. That could come into play later for sure.
That is a wonderful thing.
And DK is going to pick up level 9 here. We have 10, 5, 8, 5.
That's a decent level. I'd be happy with that.
DK electing for just an overworld grind right here, and can't say I blame him.
He only has 450 more to go, right?
That is correct. Yeah, level 10 should come at 1500. And with Magic Wyverns and Rogue Scorpions in this zone, that will happen pretty quickly.
Well, there's 153 between the two of them every time you kill one of each. And I will be back in 1 second. I have screaming children.
Absolutely. So DK now going to head to Garenham, can open up the back of Garenham now that he's got keys. So we're going to get to see what's in there. Pit stopping to fill up on herbs. Fearon is still throwing himself at Mountain Cave. Just trying to break through, has not gotten to that key down there yet. Weapon and armor shop over on DK's screen. Picks up the large shield. Excellent purchase. Meanwhile, Fearon has gone to level 7. Alright, we're going to check the 3 chests in the back of Garenham here. We have gold. Another magic key. And a torch. And we'll see what our cave is. We are in Grave, so it's Vanilla Grave location. Checking those chests, we have the Death Necklace. Another torch. And empty. We'll see if we're going to see a attempt at a deep dive here. Historically, DK does not like to do that if he feels like he doesn't have to, but it looks like we're going for it. Oh, that is interesting. FearonBurgundy has found the token in Mountain Cave, and we know that DK did not full clear it.
Wow, I get back just in time for Erdrick's teas to be found?
Indeed, it is in Mountain Cave, and DK died before he was able to clear all the chests in Mountain and has not gone back yet.
So, what do you think the effect of the longer DK waits to find that token, what does that do for Burgundy, in your opinion?
It's going to depend. I mean, that will be the potential large effect will be blunted somewhat by the fact that Mountain Cave is so close to Tangigal, so DK can go back in there and check it at any time. But, oh my goodness, DK has found Erdrick's armor, 4th chest in grave. Deep diving was the right call.
Well then, doesn't this just get more interesting? I see that DK has expanded his lead on experience points and levels.
He has, yeah, and given the option, if I'm going to miss token but gain armor versus the other way around, I'm taking the armor for sure.
Every day of the week. And Burgundy's basically still naked. Just a blinky flopping around in the wind.
Alright, we have... DK has now full cleared. Grave. No outside spell, though, so is gonna have to take a Death Warp.
When you're only hitting one, just fighting is the easiest Death Warp. It's the quickest. Until the wizard does stupid things like cast magic. Wizards casting magic. What's going on here?
Never heard of such a thing. The interesting thing right now is that Grave was in the back of Garenham, where it usually is in vanilla, and FearonBurgundy has not found Garenham yet.
In fact, I believe somebody said he was one tile away from revealing it one of the last times he died.
Yeah, he was a single screen back. Well, exploration...
Exactly.
Yeah, exploration's going to be a breeze now for DK. All this swamp means nothing.
All this swamp means healing. Lands the stop spell to be burned by barbecue breath.
Oh, unfortunate.
500 degrees is not gonna help you ever.
DK passing up Mountain Cave yet again. Going back to that overworld grind spot. Really likes that one.
However, Wanderdown, this armor is gonna make Hawksness Blue Dragon grind easier if he wants it. That's interesting. I don't disagree, but I don't know if DK has put it together yet.
Yeah, it would turn the Blue Dragon Hurt spell into basically chip damage.
Oh my goodness, are you a mosquito? Did you try and bite me? Burp seems to be doing a cave grind.
Yeah, in DK's case, I'm thinking that he's done the math on how often a Hurtmore is statistically supposed to land on a Blue Dragon. You have to land 2 of them, and he may just be thinking because of these Magiwyverns and, oh my gosh, even these Axe Knights over here, that the return on investment is just better in this zone for him.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of one of the crucial, intangible decisions, is where is the best place to grind, because, I don't know, Bob, I've never had a DWR randomizer where I didn't have to find a grind spot. How about you?
Very much the same. And this zone has proved itself to be really good, because adding to the Magiwyvern and the Rogue Scorpion, you've got the Axonite showing up occasionally. The only thing DK doesn't want to see here is a Golem, and they seem to be rare. Now he's going to move up to level 11. We're going to have 0, 7, 7, 13, and heal more. That's what he wanted.
Well, here's what I gotta say. I believe it is now DK's race to lose.
Yeah, depending on when he decides to go back into Mountain Cave to check for token, there could be a potentially interesting scenario that could reveal itself. Is that DK may end up, if he doesn't go back looking for the token, we could end up with a wacky situation where maybe he's searching for Caitlyn when FearonBurgundy doesn't need to, because he's already got everything. Just one of the many possible things that could happen here.
And, earlier today, Superboss, who is in chat, he was just informing me on playing styles between the two, and the gameplay has totally played this out. He said DK likes to go deep, likes to go hard, likes to do the exploration. Likes to try and find everything and just kind of survive while he's going. And Brown's more inclined to grind. Now, I have seen DK do his fair share of grinding, don't get me wrong. But DK did a lot of, let's see how far I can go before I die, while Fearon stayed a lot closer to home. And it's actually helped DK.
DK has found 2 towns right next to each other, and Erdrick's sword is in coal. Now he's going to check the second town, and it is Breckenary. Nope's right out of there immediately.
And now with Erdrick's armor and Erdrick's sword and the large shield, you don't really need to grind for the, you just need some more agility points. It's definitely DK's race to lose now.
Yeah, depending on where the Harp is, and because we have seen a full clear of Mountain and a full clear of Grave, very possible that Harp is on overworld coordinates.
Burgundy is about to get his Erdrick's armor. And he just needs to get away from this wizard, and he will have it. Oh, 2 wizards!
Oh, the wizard tracked him down.
No effect, though. Blocked in front, another stop spell. This time it's blocked. Can we get the run? We got the run, and Burgundy will have the Erdrick's armor. Heal Walk is now the great equalizer. Only 2 about to be sent home by Red Dragon. Does Burgundy go down to the bottom chest, or no?
Well, yeah, with 1 remaining, but already having 2 key items plus the armor, I'm not sure I redive that, and sure enough, Fearon does not appear to be doing that.
So that, I would call that the smart decision as well.
DK has found Rimmelder, meanwhile. Gonna check the chest there. It is empty, so nothing in Rimmelder.
Well, keys are herbs. Whatever he's full on. Which would be herb, because he had to use 2 keys to get there.
It's very true. Actually, wouldn't even be able to buy herbs here, because Rimmelder has no item shop, but can stock him up on keys, but he elects not to. Just leaving.
Well, at this point, I mean, if you're not planning to buy the Silver Shield, that 2370 he has is more than enough to keep yourself stocked in keys at any key shop.
Yeah, that's very true. We actually have not seen a Silver Shield, I don't think, so we're not even sure if one is in play.
Now, I know Burgundy found Caitlyn, but I don't see coordinates anywhere. Did we get coordinates or not?
I did not see coordinates. Meanwhile, FearonBurgundy ran to the blue dragon spike tile to gain their next level.
And he gets there, I mean, being more than double, like more than lap twice on, almost lap twice, sorry, on experience, is not a good place to start.
We have 6, 2, 27, and 30 on DK's side of the screen for level 12. Wow.
Oh, there's the level. Hi, I'm just gonna go, you know, repel, sleep, fill everything up, and say goodbye, and I think Burgundy's self-prophecy is about to become true. Not counting Burgundy out, but DK has played a more efficient game thus far.
Yeah, he's got way more cave luck early on, was able to kind of walk to things that Fearon was having to continue to throw his head against, unfortunately, and that's the randomizer for you.
Welcome to DWR. Love it or re-roll.
DK throwing his resources into this red dragon fight, and considering his MP total, don't blame him.
We need to see if a red dragon is worth actually killing. Because if they're as advertised, then you're, like, it's a 350, right? So this is regular, this isn't even mixed.
Yeah, this is regular, this is going to be...
Regular. This is a 350. If you have the resources, 350's always worth the resources.
Doesn't want anything to do with that golem, however, right now.
Berg's getting some extra heal walk before going to the blue dragon again. I don't know. We're at 35 minutes and DK's got himself to level 12. I don't do standard flags enough to know if that's a good time or if this is standard. Like, this is normal.
This is fairly standard for an early Hurtmore seed. When Hurtmore comes a little later, you wouldn't expect this to be quite so fast to level 12.
Crit on the red dragon for 77 for DK. Another 350 on his total. He is less than 400 away. I think he's 399 away from getting to the level 14.
Yeah, and right now, DK is only fighting the high-value stuff because he wants to finish his exploration. He wants to find everything. He knows where Sharlock is. He wants to know that he can just go back home and settle down for a grind spot and get this done.
And Aaron, you're saying DK crits things? This doesn't make sense. While I know it's completely sarcastic, what I gotta say is, to paraphrase LOZ Cards Fan 23, RNG favors the favorites. $35 north, 82 east. We have our coordinates, and Burgundy has them first.
And we know it has to be the harp, because we have the flute and the death necklace.
Yes, both Ann Wilson and her sister must be at that search spot. You gotta have heart to have the harp.
That's very true. DK has not found Cantlin yet, so this is going to be one of those things where how long is it going to take DK to locate it? And the counting on those coordinates seems like it might be a little tricky, especially given how windy this map has been.
No, it looks like the princess is coming out of the basement.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about the fact that Swamp Cave ended up in the back of Tentacle. It's a pretty quick rescue if you want to do it.
Yeah, 3582. I'm not even thinking about trying to count those out on a map like this.
And we get level 13 from DK. We're going to see 21 power, 11 speed, 4 hit points, 4 magic. Well, all right then.
Fearon has found Garanham. Well, he's already found Garanham because he has the armor, but goes back to Garanham. Filling up on herbs.
DK finds Jerk Cave, so making a note of that for a little later.
Still running away from golems.
Yeah, just doesn't want to commit the time. The attack power has taken a major jump, but golem defense is just so high. And they have so many hit points.
And what cave has DK found here?
Looking like maybe Tablet? Yes,
Yep.
Tablet. Which we know is not going to have anything important, but DK does not know that.
This is the one. Okay, even the good players need to throw the torch on for this one. The people who do Tablet Cave in the dark, like, okay, you know how to play this game.
Yeah, DK can do Tablet Cave in the dark, but it requires some bonking around that he just does not want to waste his time with. And unfortunately, outside is the last spell we still don't know, so he's going to have to walk all the way back out.
You know what? With the armor, it doesn't matter because he'll be fully healed one way or the other by the time he gets to the outside.
That is very true. Oh, and DK back to Rimmelder. Cantlin is just eluding him, and the longer that happens, the more time FearonBurgundy has to catch up. We're seeing a count from FearonBurgundy right now, so...
Yes, if that is ever the measure of a count. A couple of moves, stutter step. I can already hear his voice in my head, counting out the numbers.
DK is headed back to Mountain Cave, has decided that, nope, I gotta finish what I started, so is shortly gonna have his token.
Now, he still has 3 levels on Burgundy. So, now that he has his token, he still doesn't know the coordinates yet.
That's the big question right now. DK has to find Cantlin before he can get the coordinates and even think about deciding whether he's going to count it out or if he's going to save the princess. So, a lot is going to ride, I think, on how long it takes DK to find Cantlin.
Is the 3-level jump enough at this point, or do you think that his inability to find Cantlin yet is going to give Burgundy enough time to reclaim that experience?
The longer it goes, the better chance FearonBurgundy has. But I will say, I think it would have to... DK's exploration would have to be catastrophic in looking for Cantlin for it to even back up. Not that that can't happen. I've certainly seen it.
Oh, and that makes complete sense. And, oh... is our spot near our good neighbor Sherlock? Interesting. Yeah, it's Ratliff. That is a dangerous count. And in counting, Burgundy has found the big C.
Yeah, and DK managed to glance it earlier in some of his early exploration, so he knows where that is as well. Worth noting that while DK has not found Cantlin, FearonBurgundy has also not found Cole, which means he does not know where Erdrick's sword is. So he's probably hoping that's what this is.
Here's the harp. He knows he has the harp, and now he knows he has to find coal.
Really well done count by FearonBurgundy.
You know what? Can we get a couple of GGs or hypes out for Burgundy for that count? He did that count.
Yeah, that was a really well done
That's
one.
82. That's more than half of the map. That's almost 2/3 of the map.
Oh, DK has found Cantlin.
Good for him.
Is shortly going to have his coordinates.
Now, is DK going to risk the count, or is he going to go try and save the princess? And will that be faster?
Good question. We're about to find out, because he's going to return immediately back to Tentacle, because he knows that it has to be the harp, and it's the last thing that he needs. It looks like we're going to see a rescue. He's just not even going to bother. With the princess in the basement, it's such a quick rescue and turnaround. I don't blame him for this move.
I don't blame him either, and we have Super Boss in chat saying, keep in mind it was a natural count, not a reverse count for Burgundy. That's why I said get your GGs out, chat, and where are those GGs?
So FearonBurgundy is settling in for a grind, it looks like, on the Blue Dragons in Hawksness. And, yeah, we have Super Bass saying in chat that Fearon's betting on Sword and Charlock, and that may be true.
And that may be his downfall, if that's what he's looking for.
Because we actually have not seen 3 cursed belts. I'm not sure if we've seen 1 cursed belt. They might all be in Charlock.
Nikki, I agree with you. I would not count anything over 50 myself. But Fearon had the gonads to do it, and he did it. You got the silver heart because of it.
Yeah,
so
I would
on him.
I would have
GGs in chat, but
I would have done the count in practice, but in a situation like this, I'd be doing exactly what DK's doing, because I'd probably look down at my map, see how many windy paths there are every way, and immediately go, nope.
Right? Here comes the princess on DK's screen. Sorry, I had a little business thing come in on my phone, so I had to, mute for a bit, but, we got a red dragon fight here on DK screen.
Yeah, he's walked back to the spike tile after saving Gwaelin to get out. Because, of course, no outside spell, not that he wants to cast it.
You have no choice.
And he does know he's going to have to get at least 1 more level anyway. We do not quite have the strength, and frankly, the agility to be doing a Charlock run at the moment.
He needs 150 for that next level, so why not get an extra 200 on the level beyond it?
He is grinding. He went back to the spike tile again, so we're seeing the grind here now on DK's side. DK may know from his mapping and based on what the coordinates are that the coordinates are going to put him near-ish the Charlock area, and he may just want to grab the levels before he does his walk over there.
Not a bad idea.
And we have level 14. DK is going to have 6, 2, 1, 15. Well, that's not quite going to cut it.
15 magic is not a bad thing ever, though.
No, certainly not.
Yes, they seem to be casting Bite a lot more often than anything else, which is not a bad thing if it's a red dragon.
Alright, DK going to turn in Gwaelin and get his GPS, his Gwaelin positioning system. Then we will likely see him strike out to find that harp.
In the time it takes him to find the harp, will Burgundy find the sword?
Also, not sure if Burgundy knows the location of the Staff of Rain Cave either, which, of course, is necessary.
Rain Cave, yeah. Well, he's at Cole. He has found Cole.
All right, so he's going to get his sword.
Town of Cole, baby! Boom! The sword is there.
To answer Call Me Q in chat, it is possible to be DL2 without the sword, but your strength stat has to be pretty high, and you usually need the death necklace along with it.
I can verify, because I've died to that strategy by being very, very, very too anxious.
Yeah, in some seeds, the flame sword is enough, just because maybe you've had insane strength growth. But this seed does not seem to consider strength its favorite stat.
No, this seed does not like strength as its stat at all. I think it's going to be one of those dumps at like 17 or 18 where you get like a 40. Granted, it would be more of a 20, but...
Right.
Ooh, we got 6, 2, 25, and 30 for Burgundy. Finally getting to 12.
All right, DK's in the general vicinities, checking his GPS.
Now, has anybody found Trading Cave yet?
DK has found Trade-In, I believe. He's also found Jerk Cave.
Okay. And here he will find his harp, and then he will get any advantage. Any advantage that Burgundy had will vanish right now, because DK knows where the trade-in and the jerk. Burgundy's trying to take down the Stone Man. DK goes searching.
Well, I may be wrong. DK may not have seen the Staff of Rain / Harp Turning Cave. He has seen the Jerk. I watched that happen, I know. But
Okay,
but he's counting around exploring as though he doesn't know where Harp Cave is.
No, that looks absolutely like what I'm seeing on my screen as well. He has the Death Necklace, but he's not quite at Death Necklace HP yet.
DK electing to fight these golems now. But, true to form, not using the flute.
Not using the flute because what, they have Stop Spell and Heal More?
We know they have Stop Spell. Not sure about Heal More. Oh, we may have found... No, this is Freebie Cave.
What does Freebie got for us? Fairy Water's not a bad thing to have if you don't want to use your magic points on Repel.
My guess is he was looking for the Fighter's Ring there.
That makes sense.
Given how low the attack power has been in this seed. And here it is. So we have Harp turn in, and DK knows where Jerk is.
DK has now retaken the lead. Calling it right now.
Yeah, it's certainly... The race is currently heavily favoring DK, especially since he knows where the final turn-in is, knows where Sharlock is, and just needs to grind to go stats. And looks like he wants to do that on red dragons down in the swamp cave.
Well, would you go red dragons down the swamp cave when you know you can get away with it, or would you go blue dragons?
If I know I can get away with red dragons, I'm going red, especially since all we've seen from red dragons is bite more.
Absolutely.
And death warping back down to here is not going to cost you hardly anything.
The benefits of when the randomized positions of towns and caves works for the player instead of against them.
Yeah, and in this situation especially, it's only going to take 2 red dragons for DK to see what level 15 is all about. And for all he knows, that could be the go level.
Yeah, and it's very, very likely it could be. Unless, you know... Well, you mean you don't really need outside once you have to go to the Dragon Lord. So yeah, as long as the attack power lines up, and you know at least 16 hit points, so you can throw the Death Necklace on. 15 can be a go mode. We'll find out in a second once this red dragon's down.
Alright, we're about to see if this is going to be the one or if we're going to 16. Here at level 15, we have 2, 4, 8, 15. That's not the one.
No. So we are going to 16. I would just, yep. Okay, that would be exactly what I do. DK is doing it. He's much smarter than I am. That's right, Sneaky. We get to prolong the game just a little bit longer.
You know, strength is... We're talking about strength being our limiting stat right now, and it very much is, but you also don't like that 70 defense going into Sharlock.
God, no. I want about an 83 to 85 before I could feel like I'm not taking an ultimate risk.
Yeah, agility being in the mid-60s is not ideal at all. Fearon, meanwhile, has everything, just needs to find the turn-ins, desperately searching for the Harp turn-in cave at the moment, but trying to gain levels as he goes.
He doesn't realize that he is 2.5 times the experience behind his opponent at the moment.
He doesn't, but given how his game has gone and who he's playing against, if I'm FearonBurgundy right now, I think I'm behind.
If I'm FearonBurgundy and I just play the game against anybody, I think I'm behind.
So, finding Rimmelder, which he had not previously found. Checks the chest, it's empty. DK, 3 red dragons away from level 16. Ah, are we going to see him switch to blues here? No. We're walking. Might he...
He's ready to go.
Yeah, might this be a dive and grind?
It would be an interesting dive and grind, because you're still only at 109. I guess a grind and refill magic and then dive and grind.
Yeah, okay, he's on his way to Jerk Cave right now, so he can turn in everything to get his rainbow drop.
And might as well get to the level 16 while you're there. I think it's 9750.
Yeah, so he's going to hope to gain this level on his trek.
Yeah.
Of course, no guarantee the level 16 is going to do it.
Oh, once again, with the stop spell and the golems, not using the flute.
Yeah, as often as they use stop spell, now FearonBurgundy is electing to blow the flute, and honestly, I would be too. Force of habit.
Yep. But Fearon's using it to make sure he gets away.
Yes. DK closing in rapidly here on 16. We're going to get to see what that is very shortly. And here we go. Level 16 for DK. 3027. Okay, so the Death Necklace is in play.
The Death Necklace is in play, and if my head math is correct, you would still have...
You're still looking at a max...
over 100. You'd still have over 100. However, you would only be hitting 5 to 11.
Yeah, you're looking at a max roll of 11. It's not great. We're probably going to see him go to 17 here. Maybe if you load up on Fairy Waters, you have 142 MP and you get down there with all of it, you have a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to go upstairs and take care of another house issue. I will be right back.
Not a problem. Yeah, you would need pretty much max or near max rolls on those Fairy Waters to really have a shot at it. Meanwhile, FearonBurgundy still looking around for that harp turning cave, and it is just proving to be extremely difficult to find. It was the last thing that DK found as well. Just kind of all off on its lonesome. I believe the only thing nearby was Freebie Cave. And nice crit over on DK's side. He's going to be closing in on 17 shortly here. Ferran getting close, I believe. I think this is the area that... Yes, here we are. He's going to finally find the Harp turn-in. So he gets his Staff of Rain. Not sure if Ferran found Jerk Cave. I'm hoping so. And he'll check Freebie Cave as well. Yeah, just like DK did. They were definitely looking for the Fighter's Ring there, given how bad the strength is in this seed. This Red Dragon fight should get us the glimpse into 17 here, I believe. Yes, and here we go. This is going to bring DK to level 17. Is this the one? 5, 11, 9, 0. That's looking like go time for DK. Yeah, clearing up space in his inventory now. Think we're going to see some fairy water stock up. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Dragon Scale purchase here. That's the one thing DK did not get, and every little bit of the defense power I would take. But elects to go without. And at 1 hour and 5 minutes into the seed, DK, our first runner into Charlock. Yeah,
it was only a matter of time before we got there. And
oh, yeah.
Look, Scarlet Shadow has given a follow to Burgundy's stream.
Oh, fantastic.
So yes, this looks like level 17 is a very ideal Death Necklace strategy here. And the defensive power still looks a bit too low for my my liking, but I'm not these guys.
Yeah, you definitely don't like it here, but with 151 HP and 142 MP, meaning you can cast Heal More a ton, you gotta feel like you have to go. So far,
should be more than enough.
So far, the walk fairly uneventful for DK. FearonBurgundy has picked up the Rainbow Drop now, so is in grind and go.
A fairly uneventful Charlock walk is the perfect Charlock walk.
Oh, here's our first AK-47, however. In Charlock. 2 failed runs. Gets away on the 3rd.
All of a sudden they think I'm in Charlock. I can block you anytime I want now.
We never did spy a Silver Shield, I don't think, which would, of course, make a huge difference in the defensive power right now if they had been able to grab that, since we'd be at 86 instead of 76, and repelling some things, as well as damage breaking quite a bit.
Instead of getting back attacked by a Star Wyvern for 13. not even bothering trying to level up on the 350 enemies. Interesting.
Nope, he is committed to this 17 dive. And basement. Not checking for fighter's ring in the treasury.
Just going straight for the kill. So this definitely has to be a death necklace play.
A great basement walk to this point.
Absolutely. Now, not only would this be a great death necklace play, but if you have any extra fairy waters, that could also go well on the DL2.
Yes, and he did pick up fairy water in Cantlin before walking up here.
It looks like fairy water strats were part of the plan.
Yeah, I believe he has 4 fairy waters. Red Dragon is the spike tile in Sharlock.
Yay!
He's going to hope he doesn't have to burn a heal more here. Gets through.
He can get away with 2 heals. Yep.
Yep, and then burn the rest of the herbs.
Exactly, he has 17 now.
Ooh, not what you wanted to see, but gets away first time. We'll put the death necklace on in the DL1 fight. Here we go.
Death necklace on.
So we're looking for stop spells here. Oof.
And attack on the hurt more does not help.
Alright, gets through on 3 swings. Hopefully no back attack.
At least a single. No!
Oh dear.
No,
oh, but can get off. But can get off an attack. So we have 9. Goes the fairy water. 12, so we are at 21.
Burgundy is back to look like he's going to grind the red dragon here in front of the princess.
33.
You keep your eye on DK, I'll keep my eye on Burgundy.
You got it. 42. Out of fairy waters now, so it's all attacks from here on. Yeah, this will be the last fairy water. 54.
And another 350 for Burgundy, and he's gonna commit to this grind.
61. Not amazing fairy water rolls. 74. Nice attack.
And heal more, so he's got more than enough.
86.
Burgundy is still a grand away. He's 3 red dragons away from 15.
94. 107. $119. $130. DK is essentially a lock here at this point.
1 second. I have Burgundy's all we need to know about the race today quote.
139. That'd be 147. We're in death range.
Burgundy's one away from level 15.
And get your GGs out in chat for DK.
Who had taken first place in the race and gained a point in the Magician group with official race time of whatever it says when they post it. Sorry, just doing Fearon's thing.
Of course. Takes slightly longer because DK saved Gwalen. And it looks like we have an official time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, 36 seconds.
Everybody, your GG's in chat if you haven't gotten them there already.
And it looks like DK will be joining us here in just a couple of minutes.
Burgundy continues to grind on the Red Dragons.
Yep, we'll see if he makes the same level 17 decision. It will be interesting because, again, he ran strength agility as opposed to strength HP. So it'll be interesting to see what his HP is sitting at once he gets to that level.
Absolutely. And he's 2 more Red Dragons and a red slime away.
So Fearon not electing to Death Warp, electing to outside and stay at the inn in Cantlin to regroup.
Fearon already has enough HP and MP to go. It's just the attack power that's keeping him behind. Now, as we watch Burgundy continue the Red Dragon, Brian, what's everybody in chat doing right now outside of just watching? What beverages do you have? What snacks have you been munching on? Because this has been a really good race.
And joining us now in chat, we have the winner of today's race. We have dk9146. DK, great race.
GG's, DK.
We're not hearing you, DK. I'm going to check microphone.
No, my streamer mode was enabled, and I
Aha!
There we go. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, that was an interesting start.
Yeah, so a seed that looked like it was going to be more of a slog kind of turned into more of a jet.
Oh yeah, as soon as hurt more at 5, I think it was, and then lots of good hurt moreable enemies all over the place.
How about the enemies that had hurt more before you got it? Do you think it was a nice bit of justice that you got in early Hurtmore?
I did say payback on the Star Wyvern or the Magic Wyvern and Mountain for sure, but I just think the early guys, they were teaching me the hurt more, taught me the ways of using it, and I was able to take that and give it back to them in a nice, friendly way.
Wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of an interesting. Once you were able to break out of the opening area, map was kind of windy. There were things in multiple different directions. Did you feel like when you, especially when you got the coordinates, did it ever cross your mind to try the count, or did you just figure, Princess is in the basement, I'm not wasting my time?
Exactly the second part. Not wasting my time. Would have been nice to know that that cave next to Cantlin was Swamp North before, you know, walking all the way back over there manually. But
that's true. Yeah, the knowledge that we were one continent came kind of late in the seed.
Yeah, first time I went over that direction, I must have just been a tile or two north of the Cantlin and Swamp North positions, because I saw Sharlock early on when I pushed east, but not until I went back that way later did I realize there was other stuff there.
Right, yeah, there was that other stuff. You had died with Sharlock right in the top right corner. I remember that distinctly.
So Burgundy looks to be going to 17 because he's gotten 16 and he's continuing to grind on the red dragon.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more. Ferran, just so that you know, DK, went strength agility, where of course you went strength HP. Ferran, though, also did the coordinate count without saving the princess. We were quite impressed.
Yeah, I mean, it was at the end of the day, it was pretty straightforward to get over there. But I knew it was going to be north of Sharlock, and I didn't know how much map I had left up that way, or if it was going to wind around. So I said, I already messed up enough chords. There's no way. I have to kill some red dragons anyway. Let me go do that a couple times and get a princess.
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense.
So, DK, I was told by Super Boss beforehand in my research for this match that you were the person who likes to do some deep exploration early. Do you think that's how you played this seed, or did you play it differently than how I was told to watch you play?
I kind of I used to always push exploration real early when I was newer to this. Now I kind of have a blended model, but I mean, we had 4-string start, so 4-string start and had big gold. I was trying to push something. I could have saved and tried to keep the cash, but I was like, let me push out, see some towns. Of course, Hawks is the first town because, you know, that's how this game always is. You know, and then push myself at Mountain a couple times, but that top zone was nasty at level 1. And then finally found Garenham and torched my way to Hurtmore.
Now, just because we had some, some lively discussion about it in chat, DK, while you were grinding, getting ready for your grind and go, and you were grinding on the red dragons on the spike tile versus the blue dragons in Hawksness, can you walk us through your thought process for that?
Yeah, blue dragons were much more free. But my thought was, at the time, I was, I mean, you're going to hit them for roughly the same amount of damage. They had the heal, seemed to like the heal, and I figured I'd have to waste a turn on Throne Stop spell, plus 4-swing kill a blue dragon, where I can 6-swing kill a red dragon, throw out a heal more, maybe 2, and I've got double the experience.
Yeah, it certainly was an intriguing choice that the game left you with that.
Yeah, I think it's a whole different dynamic if like we were grinding for maybe MP or, you know, HP or something. That might have made the blue much more viable. If you're able to like 2 to 3 shot a blue that's not doing any damage to you, you can go sit on a grind like that all day long.
Level 17.
17. Burgundy is heading out.
A huge agility gain for him at 17. So he's got 82 agility and is going to go in with 81 defense.
And he does have the death necklace, so this looks like it's going to be a death necklace. Now, whether he stops to get some more fairy waters and throws the fairy water strats at the top is a different story. But I noticed that you started with the fairy water strats on Dragon Lord 2, there, DK. What was your thought process behind that?
The game's trolly. I've done too many of these races. You never know when you're going to min roll your way, and I could have probably gone at 16. I really thought about 16, but since I knew I could only take 4 fairy waters, you know, I'm always hedging my bets. The thought for going 16 to 17 was because we had low agility at the time. So I figured I was going to have to blow some resources if the red enemies were in there, because I knew I wouldn't be able to run at that point.
And it looks like Burgundy is going for fairy water strats as well.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I would have done myself, and you guys are a lot more skilled and experienced than I am. But even I'm like, if I'm anywhere in the 120s, even with the deck necklace, you want to bring a whole stack of fairy waters just in case you use a repel, or you want some guaranteed damage.
One thing to take note of as Ferran goes down, he does have higher agility than DK did when he won by 6 points, but his HP is also about 12, 13 points lower. So putting on the Death Necklace is going to put Ferran at about 103 HP versus the 114 that DK was rocking when he went on that. And so depending on the swings from Dragon Lord, that might make a bit of difference.
I still think with 17 Healmores, especially even through full Sharlock, I still think it's enough.
Yeah, you certainly have enough MP to, if you get good enough rolls, almost kill DL2 twice.
So we're now in the Star Room. That's what I call it. I don't know what you guys call it.
I just call the whole place Run Killers.
Well, yeah, that too. I can understand that name. Fully and completely.
Having a good walk so far is Ferran. And our first Armored Knight. But at his agility...
Immediately.
Yeah, at his agility is about a 50-50 to run on those.
Now, I'm pretty sure if he's kept his eye, he already knows that he's just filling out the time to finish the race.
Yeah, likely very much knows, but is going to see it through. We're here in the basement.
I love how the basement has the water all around it, but it doesn't flood up to the other levels.
All right, headed toward the spike tile, which we know is a red dragon.
And now Burgundy knows it's a red dragon as well.
Not really what you want to see, but even if he had to throw a Healmore out there, he's got so many in reserve that not a big deal.
Yep, he just needs to, run away from the everything else until he gets to the Dragon Lord.
Oh, game.
Come on.
Wow. Almost half the number of expected encounters in all of Sharlock in that last corridor walk.
No kidding.
And here we go. Death Necklace. Oh, has not put the Death Necklace on yet. Now we'll put the Death Necklace on.
Stop spell is lucky for him to get afterwards. Can use the herb. Beautiful.
Another stop spell. But it's going to take 4 swings.
Hey, DK, imagine if you got stop spells instead of just attacks and Hurtmores.
It's always nice to get it, but I felt pretty confident that this was a free fight.
There's the stop spell. All right, we're moving into DL2. We'll see if we have the back attack. No back attack. All right, that's 8. $20.
Let's go, Burgundy. Let's go.
$33. $44. Some middling fairy water rolls here. Oh, 60. Doing some quick math in his head.
He's actually really good at doing that quick math in his head, too.
68. $81. $93. Getting great rolls. $100. $107. $117.
We have
126.
6 shield mores left. I think this is almost in the bag. A miss menu is the only thing that can go wrong, I believe.
135. $147.
Come on, Bergs.
Throwing out the swag, hurt more, gets it.
He did this a week ago. He did this a week ago in just like a practice run, and he put a comment, a video of it on my clips and videos in my Discord, and he pulled it off in a race.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my goodness! I know what my first question if he comes in for an interview.
Get your GGs out for FearonBurgundy. What a way to bring this race to an end. Official time of 1 hour, 31 minutes, 19 seconds.
Wow.
Now that is the way to end the first race of the day.
Yes. My only problem is containing my profanity. Has joined us in chat. The Britmore. Oh my goodness, dude, you did it in a race.
So that just, I mean, the whole thing was just side-splitting laughing from start to finish. From Slimes with Sleep and Hurt More to the Drakies flashing a 25% Hurt More, which I'm sure DK never saw. Like, my over-under was losing by at least 20 minutes, and I finished under that, so yay, I guess?
Hey man, let's put it this way. You did the 31 or 3582 walk by counting it. You did the freaking Swagmore ending. You stole the show while still beating your I'm going to lose by...
Yeah, I knew I was going to lose. It was by how much. And I figured, all right, let me at least give the folks a show. I was getting to the end. I thought, all right, I'm at 147. All right, I can afford one YOLO swag more, and it just happened to hit. Not that I was going to do that earlier. You know, when I brought up the or when I was on the DL2 fight, that was when I knew. Like, my general rule of thumb is I don't look at the race room, because the moment I see that I've lost, I get extremely salty. And I know that you'd like me for a post-game interview, so if I'm that salty, I'll say things that'll get me kicked out, and I don't want to do that. So
that's the kind of interview I'd want from a FearonBurgundy.
Oh, it most certainly is, and that's why you should give me a follow, because then you can get the uncensored, darker shade of Burgundy. For here, as a professional broadcaster, I have to behave myself, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to tiptoe along the line a little bit just to make folks like Angel FM and Cyberdark sweat a little bit.
So, now that we have both of you in here, what was your favorite and least favorite part of this race?
I mean, obviously, the least favorite for me was the beginning. It took me forever to even get on the board.
I think I could concur with that. I mean, I'm looking at my splits here. I didn't get level 2 until about 7 minutes and 11 seconds in. And then level 3 was at a 10:59, and then 15 minutes in, we got to level 4. But that was when Hurtmore came, and all of a sudden they were at least a little bit more rapid, but it just seemed, you know, it was Murphy's Law, which is commonplace for DWR. Anything that can go wrong will, and that's how it felt. You know, whenever I was looking to grind enemies, I was getting hero walks. Whenever I was out of MP and couldn't cast any more Hurtmores, I would get 5 enemies in 6 steps.
I was going to say, I believe it was your walk after the Red Dragon where you got the average Starlock encounter rate between the Spike Tile and the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, it just... I thought I played everything... I'm guessing DK went on 16?
No, actually, DK went on 17.
Okay, he was just more efficient at getting levels. Okay, that is also plausible.
His earlier exploration luck ended up running a little bit better than yours did.
I mean, Stevie Wonder in the Sahara could have gone better than I could have when it came to exploration.
Sorry, got the cough button on.
Oh, was that from laughter?
Well, the randomizer is nothing if not a thing with a sense of humor.
Oh, it absolutely is. That's why towards the end, like, I couldn't even get mad. It was just an exasperated sigh, a chuckle, and an of course. That was pretty much the best I could do with that.
Yeah, I like to say, the randomizer giveth, the randomizer taketh away. Mostly it taketh away.
And it was another case of, as Cards likes to say, Bergs,
RNG favoring the favorites, and as I say, underwhelming the underdogs.
Exactly.
DK okay, I'm being told in my chat here, DK found Garenham at level 1 and found the Erdrick's sword fairly early. Wait, where the heck was... Oh, sword was in the grave, that's right. Or no, the armor was in grave. That's right, the armor was in grave because I ran into... I think I might have been in Red Dragon one step before, and if I had taken a death there, that would have been the... That would have been the death knell. Oh, sword was in coal, that's right. Armor was grave. I don't know, Erdrick's stuff was in places. What the heck do you want from me?
You found Erdrick's armor before DK did. You also found the T's.
Oh, it was the wizard one step before. That's what it was. It was the wizard with DL2 breath. That had I not gotten away from that, yeah, I'd have been Dunyan rings.
Yeah, Chris Jericho got you, brother.
Well, no, I got away from Jericho, was able to get the armor, and then took a death.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sorry. I'm getting to Laffy point. because I enjoyed this race so very much. You guys both did such an incredible job. I don't know how much time we have left. I know we're going to Ryguy when we're done. So,
as I say, I know there's another race here at 4 o'clock, I believe, or at least potentially. There's a race scheduled at 4. Whether we have restreamers to carry it is yet to be determined. And why am I taking over your... I get into the booth and I get into broadcast mode. I'm like, stay tuned, everybody, for such and such.
Of course, yeah. We have several races scheduled today. The 4 o'clock race we have is Velu V versus Venicus. Then we've got a 6 o'clock, which is Tilo versus Ladob. Then we have 2 hours after that, Gambit 017 versus Cyberdark 86. And then later tonight, scheduled, we have Aaron. Well, yes, we originally had Aaron 2U2 scheduled. It looks like that one has been dropped. So Gambit versus Cyberdark is going to be the last one at 8 o'clock this evening. So 4 more races to go. 3 more races to go. Hopefully, we're going to get some restreamers together for that, and you guys are going to be able to keep it right here on Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Until then, we're going to go to Ryguy. He is doing Dragon Warrior 3, and thank you once again to Aaron 2U2 for tracking, for Archfield Monk for being our restreamer, to my broadcast partner, Bob Pineapple MD, and our 2 runners, DK and Ferron. You guys just hit the links. Hit that button that says follow. It takes 2 seconds, and it makes every community just that much better by doing so. And Bob, is there anything you'd like to say on the way out?
No, this was a fantastic race. We are in the thick of it now. There's going to be tons of action over the next several weeks. So make sure you duck in and check it out whenever you get a free moment.
And with that, I believe we're going to head. Yes, we have. Well, guys,